Hi guys and ghouls, so I am so very excited for today's video. I have been waiting for this package to arrive so that I could show you these amazingly mystical items. So let us rewind a little bit. You guys may have remembered that I did a jewellery review on a company called Gypsy Vibe Jewellery. Maybe this card will jog your memory. I will leave the review up in the corner here. Basically, I opened lots of Halloween themed jewellery. There were pumpkin earrings, there was a pumpkin necklace, I got this gorgeous bat necklace, and I also got a crow one as well. Basically it was spooktacular witchy heaven. And this was the little card that came with it. It was called the Dark Souls Collection by Gypsy Vibe Jewellery. Now since then, many moons have passed. This company has had lots of things bubbling away. So not long after I released that video, lots and lots of you were using my discount code to buy some of their jewellery. And then I ended up doing a collaboration with them for a giveaway for when I reached 5,000 subscribers. And loads of you entered, and honestly it was the hardest thing ever to send off those items because they were just so beautiful and I wanted them for myself. Now, not long after that, Gypsy Vibe Jewellery did go through a slight rebranding change. And during this process, she did actually change the name of her store and she started working on some new collections. Today, as you may have guessed, I have a few more items to show you from her new collection. Now, Gypsy Vibe Jewellery is now known as Embers to Eden, which I feel the name definitely works a lot better with the actual company's vibes. I think by adding the word Embers in there, it does give a little bit more insight as to actually what goes into making this jewellery, because this is not just like mass produced jewellery which you can buy from 100 odd different jewellery stores just using the same kind of resources. This jewellery is completely handmade by the lady who owns the shop. She goes out and buys crystals, selects them with purposes in mind to create beautiful necklaces and jewellery pieces such as the one I've got here. And as always on this channel, I will only ever tell you honestly what I think about jewellery. I wear these necklaces all the time. I do wear them at least once a week, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but the fact that I have over 300, nearly 400 necklaces does show something to the fact that I do consistently go back to these. Her jewellery definitely gives me like witchy, gothic, Halloweeny vibes and I absolutely love it. But saying that, going through her Instagram, you can see that there's lots of other pieces. So Embers to Eden did reach out and asked if I'd like to be an ambassador for her company, and bit of a silly question because of course I did. I absolutely love her jewellery and she has been squirreling away to create some more gorgeous pieces for me to share with you guys. So she did give me an information pack. I have actually opened this, but I repackaged it up because I was like, oh my god, I love this packaging. I'm such a sucker for packaging, and I think that's one reason why I love these kind of handmade Etsy jewellery companies, because you can tell they always put so much love and care into personalising the packaging. So in here she has included some business cards. As you can see, it's been completely rebranded compared to the last time I did an unboxing for her. So it is like a dark scene and then there is a full moon in the background. It says Embers to Eden across the middle, and then there's some bats over here and also like a crow or a raven here. And I love these little twinkly lights. I'd like to think that is fairies having a little party. At the top it says Embers to Eden. It says crystal jewellery creation. It then does have a link to her Etsy store, her Instagram and also her personal email. And then at the bottom she has also given us a discount code for 10% off, which is thanks10. However, my ghouls, I have scored you an even better deal than 10% off. So of course, if you would just like 10% off, you can use the thanks10 code. But if you would like the extra 5%, so you can have 15% off, just use the code TheHauntedBat. This will work on any purchases that you make within the store. It can be for any of her jewellery at all. Just add all your items to your basket, add in TheHauntedBat, full capital letters and no spaces. I will leave it down below for you, and it will take 15% off of your order, which is of course always a welcome discount in my opinion. She did also give me this handy dandy bit of paper that did explain a few things, because sometimes she does have really awesome sales. Now if the sale is for 20% off, obviously best go with the 20%, but if the sale is for 10% off, it's still worth using the discount code, just because instead of the 10% you'll get 15%. It doesn't mean like that they stack on top of each other, so you'd get the 10 and the 15, but of course 15% is better than 10, so it's always worth trying the promo code before buying. Now I assume that she's included these glorious black stars in here because the pieces of jewellery she has sent me is from her new collection, which is called the Starlight Magic collection. So I'm loving the fact that the confetti fits in with that theme, and I'm just gonna put it in a little part over here so I can add it to my confetti ball. So we've got these 3 bits that are wrapped up. We've got like a super long one and then 2 middle size ones. So I'm going to start with this one because the paper is just calling to me. I literally love this kind of like, is it called damask or damask or something like that, this kind of style, and as you can see also amazingly packaged. So let's get into here. I love the fact as well that the packaging is like altering between the different collections. So far I've only had things from the Dark Souls collection, which was very like Halloweeny, so there was lots of kind of orange coloured packaging. So it's nice to see like there's a lot of variety within them. Again, just kind of reiterating the fact that these kind of handmade jewelry stores do put a lot of attention into them. So inside straight away I can see that this piece of jewellery is nicely bubble wrapped. I can see a chain in there and maybe a little crescent moon. So let's get in there. Just while I'm opening this up, I did want to say as well, like I was at first very cautious about wearing these because I was like, I do not want them to break. Honestly, now I am my usual heavy-handed self when it comes to wearing jewellery, and I've had no breakages or problems with these at all. I did also switch out the chains because I did request to have different length chains, and it just means that I can put the pendants on different ones. Hence why I just have this crow one loose, because I took the chain off of the bat one just so I could wear this one on the crow chain because the crow chain was shorter. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness. This is literally everything in one necklace, which I love, and I'm having slight heart palpitations right now because there's a ghostie on it, and I'm pretty sure that's amethyst as well. Keep calm and don't ruin your eyeliner. So the first piece of jewellery I have to show you is this ghosty piece, and I am living for every single element of this necklace. It has all of my favourite kind of features of her jewellery in one, and I'm pretty sure it does have amethyst on the bottom as well. I am an avid collector of amethyst. Let me just take you to my amethyst collection. Is actually my birthstone. My birthday is in February the 21st, on Thursday, just so you know, and I absolutely love amethyst so much, so this is definitely my birthday necklace sorted. I'm going to be wearing this on my birthday. I love the size of it, I love the style of it. I do love her pieces of jewellery that do have these kind of circles in, if you cannot tell, and I also love the fact that the chain comes off on either side, because this is my favourite thing that ever happens in jewellery. When the chain comes off either side, I am a very, very happy lady. So before I show you, I want you all to prepare your hearts for this, because I do not want to be responsible for any heart attacks over how cute this little guy is. Look how adorable. He's just floating along looking for someone to spook. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. So the ghost and the moon are made out of copper, along with this circle in the background. The copper has all been electroformed, I believe it is called, to this crystal at the bottom. As you can see, it's a really gorgeous raw amethyst. I'm gonna go with an amethyst because it does have like some purpley tones in there, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. As always, she has taken great care in the finish of it, and it's all really well put together. I wouldn't be worried about any of this breaking or falling off, and I love this playful feel I definitely feel like when I wear like this one, for example, this crow one, I wear it when I'm wearing very formal outfits or like for formal attire, whereas this one to me is definitely a more everyday like ghosty one, and it's just gonna go so well with my spooky and Halloweeny dresses. And to top it all off as well, I've been having major withdrawals from #YearOfTheGhost. This is definitely curing those sad withdrawal feelings that I was feeling. It does also have her classic crescent moon at the top, which I love. Oh, it is so gorgeous. It's a really nice size as well. It's about the size of my little finger, which means it's probably about, I'd say, 1.5 inches tall. And then as you can see, the chain does come off either side, so it would hang like this, which is absolutely beautiful. The chain I'd say is around 16 inches, and it does fasten with a lobster clasp as well, so it means it's going to be nice and easy to put on. I'm always very cautious not to get my Embers to Eden jewellery wet, but definitely for like everyday wear, kind of, I take it off before I have showers, but I do wear these very, very frequently, and so far I've had no tarnishing, which means I'm definitely going to be wearing this little guy on the daily basis. I love him so much. I don't think you guys actually understand how much my heart hurts right now. Was an incredibly emotional start. Well done me. So let's go for the longer one now. Again, this gorgeous packaging, and this time she's gone for some stripes. So let's take that off and open it up. Now, I have seen some jewellery in her store that is really gorgeous, like statement jewellery, and definitely nothing like any necklaces I owned before, and they're like branches, and I'm pretty sure she like uses natural branches to like create them within the electroforming process. So I'm wondering if it's like to do with that. They kind of give almost like a kind of a magic wand sort of feel, and they are quite long, so I'm wondering if maybe it's a similar sort of piece. Okay, so this is definitely all necklace from head to toe, and so far I can see a chain and kind of copper going up the middle, but I can't see any of the details. So let's head on in and see. So straight up I can see a gorgeous crystal. I am quite literally speechless. This is absolutely, like, beautiful isn't the right word. Like, it is not strong enough for how gorgeously perfect and amazing this is. I don't own any jewelry like this, and that is very rare for me to say. I don't quite know where to start because this has just so many awesome elements to it. Whew. Okay, so as I guessed, it is like a kind of branch sort of piece of jewellery, and it does remind me of like a magical kind of wand. It does hang sort of this way, so as you can see it is like a proper statement necklace if I have ever seen one, and it just has so many elements within it that are just beautiful. I definitely think that while I'm not wearing this as a necklace, I'm going to be having it as a wall hanging, because I want to see this every single day of my life, because there is just so many things in here I love. So if we start from the top, which as you can see, the chain is attached with a really large jump loop, so you can swap this chain out for different length ones if you want. It's currently on a very long chain, so you could swap it out for a shorter one or a cord. that goes through the classic circle at the top. We have a little crescent moon, and then we have this gorgeous 3D pumpkin. So unlike the pumpkin one which I got last time, this one is like a proper 3D pumpkin, and it almost looks like everything's kind of growing out of the pumpkin. And then as we go down, we have our first crystal that sticks out at this point. I feel like this may be clear quartz. Then we have a little toadstool growing out the side, which you guys know I adore my toadstools. We then have another cute little toadstool, and then a really lovely bit of clear crystal. Also points like in the downward position, the same as this one. So I love the contrast between the toadstools growing up and the crystals pointing down. We then have this beautiful polished crystal here. It's in kind of almost like a teardrop, maybe a lemon or an eye shape. Again, looks like it could be clear quartz or potentially a moonstone, but I'm going to go with clear quartz. And then we have this beautiful kind of twist going around, and it comes all the way down into this piece of spirit quartz, which I absolutely love. Spirit quartz, it's the same type of crystal that she included on my bat necklace and also the pentagram necklace, which I showed you in my previous video. Now when I look at this closely, there is so much detail on the kind of base like branch part which I'm pretty sure she must have used a natural branch in the process of making this in order to get this amazing like texture to it. And I love these bits. I just noticed them. They kind of almost look like petals growing up. But this, as you can see, has so many awesome elements to it, and oh, I just cannot wait to wear this. I can already think of 1,000,001 outfits this would look awesome with. I'm sure you guys will agree this is a very unique piece. I'd say this is probably around 6 inches in size, around 15 centimeters tall. So it is a very, very big piece of jewelry. It's definitely an awesome statement piece. And I feel like this would look so good with a really long black maxi dress, probably made of velvet. I actually have got a Killstar maxi dress which has like the star constellations on, so that will also go very nicely with the Starlight Magic collection. But this is absolutely beautiful. Super excited about the kind of natural elements that are coming in here. Of course, I love my spooky Halloween theme, but I also love kind of witchy stuff and also nature stuff. As you guys know, I do live in like a foresty area, and I am surrounded by trees and nature continuously, and I cannot get enough of it. I love the way the world changes across the seasons, and this definitely gives me those like forest witch vibes with the little toadstools growing out. This I think is probably one of my favorite statement necklaces I have ever owned. So last but not least, we have this package. This one feels quite weighty compared to the other ones. I do have to say, these necklaces do look like they would be very, very heavy to wear. I myself don't have a problem with wearing chunky, heavy necklaces, but these actually are a really nice weight. They're not the kind of weight that would kind of lag you down. Once they are on, they kind of just feel like they are part of you, and it honestly doesn't even feel like you're wearing necklaces. So let's get into this. There's some more confetti hidden in here, and open it up. Again, I can see a chain at the top, so there's definitely some kind of a necklace in here, and I can see a really big loop. So I now do have a really nice variety. I have these kind of middle-sized loops, the smaller loops, and then this one looks like it's a massive loop. So let's get into this one. Straight up, I can see a little pumpkin. and I dare not say it, but I think I can see a cat, and I think I may cry. Right. Okay. This I didn't think we could get. I thought we peaked at the ghost, right? The ghost itself gave me heart palpitations, but I've literally just looked at this necklace for a whole 0.3 of a second, and I already think I may marry this necklace. I've planned our wedding. It's going to be in October. There's going to be leaves down the aisle. Can we just? This is the coolest necklace I think I own ever. I have never seen a necklace like this. I now don't know what to do because I want to wear all of my necklaces at once. This is the problem I had last time I did one of these hauls, which was like, is the fact I want to wear every single one of these necklaces in one go, and I don't have enough space on my body for it. Okay, right. I'm gonna take a second and I will be back in a second. Just give me a second. Just look at it. Like, how is this even possible? Like, how is this in existence? This is everything that I've ever wanted in my whole entire life. I think my necklace collection has just been completed because it is a little Halloween cat on a happy pumpkin with stars and a little crystal, and it is beautiful, just perfect in every way, and the chain comes off either side. I don't really know what to do about this because this necklace has too many perfect parts to it. Okay, so it is fully 3D, as you can see. The pumpkin itself at the bottom is like a proper lovely chunky little boy. He is so cute. He does have a flat bottom to him, so I could maybe just use this as a kind of ornament when I'm not wearing it, although I'm not sure if there's going to be many days left in my life when I'm not wearing this necklace. The cat is fully 3D and he reminds me so much of my kitten because he's like such a fluffy little boy. As you can see all his little fur details on him, and then just look at that face. Look at those face details. Oh, it's just too cute. He looks so happy. He looks like he's just been shown a bowl of milk and he's like on his way to get it, and he's just so happy about it. Just look at this. How am I meant to live normally now that this is in my existence? Okay, so we've got the kind of circle in the background. As you can see, it is a lot larger. Let me grab the crow one. As you can see, like, this is what I would have usually said was a large circle necklace. This circle is a lot bigger, obviously, to accommodate for this little lad in the middle. There are these two little stars either side, and then this beautiful polished teardrop crystal. Again, I think this is probably a clear quartz. It could potentially be a moonstone, but just by the color of it, I'm gonna say that it is a clear quartz. And as you can see, the chain does come off either side and meet at the top with a lobster clasp. along with the one on the kind of wand necklace are both large enough so you could just place them over your head to save the effort of having to undo it. Look how amazing this is. I did think that maybe this would be slightly heavier to wear, but now that it's on I can barely tell that it's on, if that makes sense. And it is perfect and I never want to take it off. It's such a nice height as well. It's like mid-chest. I definitely feel like maybe this would get a bit lost if it was up here, but down here, especially with the contrast of like black clothing or any colored clothing in fact, but with my dress in particular, the contrast is working really, really well and I think I'm in love. So that's the end of my YouTube journey. This will be the last video that I'm having on my channel because I have now reached my ultimate goal in life, to find the perfect necklace. I am so excited by this piece and honestly it's so beautifully made and I don't really know what to say. I'm actually speechless because I love it so much. Like, thank you so much. Okie dokie, so those are the 3 things that I was sent. This was a roller coaster. I felt like the first time I encountered Embers to Eden's jewelry, it was an actual emotional roller coaster, and quite honestly I didn't think I would love any necklaces more than the ones that she sent me last time, but tables have turned because these are literally perfection in necklaces. I am a little bit speechless right now, and I guess all I can really say is just a massive thank you to the lady who makes these necklaces for putting so much care and attention into them. You can see she's really thought about what necklaces I would like and what necklaces you guys would also enjoy seeing. So as I said, these necklaces are all part of the Starlight Magic collection, which is currently being updated on her I was gonna say on her shop floor, on her shop page. She does have an Etsy store, which of course I will link down below, where you can see all of her gorgeous pieces of jewellery. Now if there is a piece of jewellery that you are after, just please snatch it up right now. I know so many of you last time were like, oh I love this necklace, and then like literally an hour later it was gone, and honestly I can feel the heartbreak because there has been so many necklaces popping up on her Instagram which I was like, I'm gonna buy this, and then I come back later and it's sold, and it's been like absolutely heartbreaking. So I did want to mention that this time it is literally first come first serve. So if there is something you like, quickly add it to your basket, quickly write the Haunted Bat in the coupon code section so you can get 15% off and buy it. Her shipping is so quick. I live in England and her shop is based in California, and basically she shipped this last week and it got here today. It got here so quick. So if any of you girls do live in the UK or Europe, do not worry, you're not going to have to be waiting weeks and weeks and weeks for your purchase to come, because I know that can sometimes be a problem with ordering things from America. But honestly, the shipping from Embers to Eden is quicker than most UK stores are when they're shipping to the UK. So that is really, really awesome. I know a lot of you were following her previous page, which is called Gypsy Vibe Jewellery, but I would really encourage you to go and search for Embers to Eden. Again, I will leave a link down in the description below. It is technically the same page, just under a different name, but it may mean that you have stopped seeing her pictures pop up, which is obviously detrimental to the fact that you won't have seen any of her new things. Just as an example, you can see she's got loads of gorgeous pieces in there. She uses different types of crystals. She's got loads of different themes now as well. Again, another one of these kind of stick ones, very similar to the one I showed you, but this one has beautiful bits of like fungi growing up it. So it's all very like natural themes. I love the way she's used the crystal in this one, just like kind of as almost a mountain. And she has more kind of simplistic ones as well if you're looking for kind of more, I'd say this is like witchy jewelry rather than like themed to a specific thing. But of course it does have the kind of star elements in. We've obviously got some bats. It looks like there is a beautiful piece of amethyst at the bottom there. We've got a little kitten for all you cat lovers out there. And also she's been playing around with like the chains and things, adding stars to the chains. Absolutely awesome idea. We've got toadstools in there. As you can see, I could keep going on, but like the styles are ever changing and there's this one literally broke my heart. It's a little dragon with some pumpkins. Just give me hope. As you can see, there's loads of different pieces. There's even like coffin shaped crystals. Those are beautiful. I know that Lily Divine did do a unboxing on a coffin shaped crystal necklace from Embers to Eden, so I will leave a link down to her video as well. But as you can see, there is so much variety in her work, and it's all just so beautifully made. She does state that she does sometimes do kind of custom pieces, so if there is something that you would really particularly like, it's definitely worth sending her a message to see if she can create it. For example, if you loved this necklace but you didn't want the moon, you wanted a star instead, or if you wanted something like similar to this but she didn't have it in the store, it's definitely worth sending her a message. Now she does state on here that if you message her via her Etsy store, so just following the link which I've put down in the description below, she will try and respond to it within 24 hours because she does get like emails to notify her. You can also message her on Instagram, but the waiting time can be slightly longer. She does suggest here that it can sometimes take her a few days to get her Instagram messages, just because, as we all know with Instagram, sometimes they don't always notify you, especially if it's a new person messaging you, because it just kind of gets shoved into your request messages folder. So definitely, if you would like to get a custom piece, don't be shy, definitely worth asking. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Her a message on her Etsy store, or failing that, you can also direct message her through Instagram, and I'm sure she'll get back to you with an answer either way, and give you some ideas of prices and kind of making time. Of course, these pieces are all handmade, so if you are getting a custom piece, there is going to be a little bit more wait time just while she does create it, but everything that you see on her Etsy store that's already listed is pre-made, so it will be shipped out to you straight away. I am so excited to see what she comes up with next. Honestly, I swear every single time I go through her Instagram or an Instagram picture pops up, I am just like blown away by the creativity and the skill of this lady. I am honestly so in love. You guys know I always bring you honest reviews, and I can genuinely say this is one of my favourite jewellery companies that I have ever worked with. So as always, I will leave all the information that you need down in the description below, and I will also leave a direct link in the comments just in case you cannot locate the description, because I know on some people's phones it's really hard to find. Remember, if you are buying anything from this store, you can get 15% off by using the code TheHauntedBat in capital letters, and it will take 15% straight off your order for you. If you do have any questions about the jewellery, please don't hesitate to either leave me a comment or send me messages via my Facebook groups or Instagram. You can kind of catch me everywhere. I will also leave my email address down below, because a lot of you recently have been mentioning that you wanted to email me, so I will leave my email address down below. And of course, if it's a bit more specific, something which I may not understand or know the answer to, please don't feel shy to message the lady that owns Embers to Eden. She is so sweet and lovely, and I'm sure she'll get back to you with all the answers that you need. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, please do leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!